welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if it's your first time with us. This is Leanne Presents. I'm Leanne, and we're here with a surprise unboxing, as you can tell from this massive box that's blocking most of me. So this is The Last of Us Escape the Dark from Themeborne. This was on Kickstarter back in 2022. Running from November the 8th to December the 2nd, which was about 24 days. Not about, it was 24 days. They needed £120,000 to fund, and they got £861,076, which is pretty good. That was with 9,701 backers. So we've got the all-in bundle in this box. It was due December 2023, and it's arrived just in time to not arrive in December 2024, so not quite a year late, but here we are, we've got it. So we're gonna break into this box and see what we've got. Because I cannot remember what is included at all, because it's been almost a year. Ooh. Careful with knives at home, folks. Your regular Leanne Presents unboxing PSA. Knife safety. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna move this box off the table out the way and then grab out what's in there. Sorry if that was loud. This is very well packaged, very neatly laid out in here, so let's have a look. Foam. It's a big box. This is it. Ugh, The Last of Us Escape the Dark. That is a hefty box. I'll get the cellophane off that in a bit to stop the glare. Put that to one side for a minute. Let's see what else is in the big box. A lot of empty space. Excuse me, disappearing. Card sleeves. So we did opt to sleeve this game. And playmat, I think. Anything else? There is an awful lot of empty space in that box. Okay, so we don't need to tell you how card sleeves work. There should be the right amount to sleeve this game, which is really good because the amount of times you buy sleeves for a game, especially where it's got really weird sized sleeves, and then have a bunch left over and nothing to do with them. So I'll put them out the way. Let's put the playmat out the way for a sec. I think we'll get to that last. And then get into this main box. It's heavy. It is a heavy, heavy box. And a cat, because if you've got boxes, you got cats. Ooh, causing trouble. This is quite an awkward sort of sized box, to be completely honest. It does have a sleeve, so that's one side, and then it's also got the alternative side. So you can choose which you want to be using. It's really heavy. Let's get the sleeve off. Really awkwardly, because that's just how I do things. Oh, assistant. There we go. Nice. So, Last of Us Escape the Dark. The back of the box is the same as the front. There's no component list like you sometimes get in board games on the back. Ooh, there we go. It's really tall. I'll put that down a second. Unfortunately, this cover sheet has gotten bent, but that's okay. So this tells you what's in the addition, what's in the box in addition to the standard box, because this is the all-in pledge. So it tells you about the different things you've got, including hard plastic trays and clicker heads and things. So we'll get to those. We've got the top tray then. So we'll go through this in order. So in here, I'll be handy. So this is a calendar marker, I think. So this is a dual layer calendar board. So it's nicely inlaid here. And is this is the click ahead marker, which travels down the calendar as you move along. Let me put that on so you can see the click ahead. It's a bit hard to make out the detail because it is quite a small, I'm trying to find the middle point so he's not just moving around. So it's quite hard to make out, but the detail is there. Looks pretty cool. That's your click ahead calendar marker for moving down the calendar. Excuse me if there was some noises there. Okay, so then we have our clicker miniatures. So there are 20 of these. Unfortunately, all the same sculpt, but it is a pretty cool sculpt. Excuse a wobble. A nice action pose, and there's detail on the base as well. Okay, and then we've got, so there's more clickers down the bottom, and then our survivors. Let me try and get these all right. So that'll be Ellie. We start with Ellie, of course. Hoping that's focusing enough. Who else have we got? These are all the characters from the game series. This one's Tess. So I've played both the games and watched the series, of course. I played the games on the channel actually, so if you are interested and want to check that out, we'll put a link somewhere on the screen. This is Joel, a fan favourite for sure. Thank you. Who's next? Bill. Bill with the shotgun over the shoulder, I think. Not good at guns. And then we've got Marlene. And last but not least is Tommy. We've got more of a rifle, I think. So that's the survivors. Those miniatures from the top tray. So that's the additional stuff from the collector's edition, from what I can tell. Let's get those out of the way. Bye-bye. And see what else we got. Silica gel. Everyone loves a bit of silica gel. And then this rule book. That is a meaty rule book. That's quite thick. It's going to be a read. Oh, the pages are thick though, so that's a bit better. So you got your components, and the font's pretty big as well. An interesting choice, but I think that's probably good. I feel like sometimes it's easier to spot things and most of the pages are names. Did we put our names in? We must have, because we backed it, right? Special thanks to backers. I'm hoping it's in alphabetical order. It looks like it's by surname though, so where are we? There's a lot of names in here. There's Alan. Found him. So a lot of these pages are names, and they've also got ads in the back. So it's not as hefty and daunting a rule book as it initially looks, which I'm glad of, because I'll definitely need to be reading that at some point. Next, I think this is essentially replaced by the player mat. So we've got the player board. Play mat, not player mat. Yeah. Don't know how well that's going to come out on the top cam. So it's essentially positions for putting what looks like cards and components and things. So we've got this track at the top, which we've got this instead of, which makes it easier with the divots for the marker to slot in there instead of being placed. So it's a nice sort of quality of life upgrade. Yeah. We're all about that quality of life. And then we've got player boards. These are really nicely printed. We've got Ellie there. We've got the inlaid slots, presumably for counters, and then places to put cards, I'm guessing. But they're really nicely printed. Last of Us on the back. We've got Joel. I love its sort of pencil sketch sort of look to it. Tess, and then Tommy, and Bill, and Marlene. So they've all got the same, I guess these are kind of actions a bit, health trackers. It'll be interesting to actually get into it and see what everything means. And then we've got a tray. And then some cardboard. And then we've got these components. Is that another trail? Okay. Ooh. Lids. Plastic lids for our plastic counter trays with Last of Us. I'm not sure if that'll pick up. But it's sort of embossed in the side on both of them. Let's see if these lids like click on. Clicker on. Ooh, they do, but it's a bit tricky. I don't know if it's because the components might be a bit too high. Need to have maybe a look at that. It's a weird sort of feel to the lid. It's like a bit too thick. Ooh, that's clicked on. There we go. That's nice and secure on there. Well, you don't want to be pulling at it too much, but secure enough to be holding things steady in a game box. So in here, we've got a whole load of dice. I'm not going to grab all of them out because that's an awful lot. There's 2 layers. They've got fists and they've got stars or sticks and eyes. I don't know. Interesting dice. And then more dice. 6 white ones with character names on them, crits, and yeah, other things. And then more dice. And these, it looks like they're mostly blank spaces, but with a couple of sort of targets, sort of half and half. So 3 blanks and 3 of these circle targets. Lots of dice, and they do fit really nicely in this tray, so that's handy. And then this one, we've got tokens. So many tokens. I'm sad these aren't in like a board that you have to push them out of, because that's always so satisfying. So you got exclamation marks. There's like sneaks, and then characters. There's an Ellie token. Let's So I suppose these are replaced by the miniatures that we've got from the collector's edition, presumably. We'll find out. Oh look, more dice. So these are similar to those black ones with targets, but these are white instead. And then we've got, ooh, these feel like real metal. Ooh. Possibly not real metal, but close. So little, I imagine these are trackers that will go onto the player board. Yeah, they fit nicely in there. And because they're grey, like stone sort of shades, they fit nicely with the aesthetic of the board, so that's really nice. Oh, and I missed these, a white and a black counter. Not sure what they might be. Potentially for the calendar tracker, for those who don't have the clicker head, but there's only one clicker head, so that is yet to be seen. And then we've got more plastic. You know what I'm glad of though? None of it's sellotaped down, because it's packed so well it doesn't need it. I'm making a mess on this table. So this is a big old wedge of cards. So I can see on one side there's sugar, crafting material. Sugar plus explosive equals smoke bomb. So we've got crafting. And then there's stashed items. So that's the back of the card, I suppose. Whether these are all stashed items or if there's something different, I don't know. But it does have numbers on the back on this scrap of paper looking thing, but I don't know if that's just all of the cards or if that means something. We'll find out. And then, like story cards, maybe. So this one, on one side, there's this image. On the nightstand of this basement bedroom, you find a blood-smeared journal. Hesitant to read at first, you are soon engrossed by its brutal honesty. The tattered pages reveal a life of great hardship, and you learn much about survival against seemingly impossible odds. Discard a threat token, then search. So there's a bit of narrative stuff that has game implications. And then on the back, it's there's like and/or scenarios, and sort of, I guess, things that you can do, rewards perhaps, starting weapons. It's intriguing because it's been so long. I can't remember what this game is, essentially. So it's going to be really interesting to look at it. But from the components, it's really intriguing. So looking forward to that. That's everything in the box, apart from some more plastic. Another bit of plastic. So we can get this all packed up. And at some point, maybe we'll bring this to the table to show you. Oh, I forgot about the plate mat. It's like the best bit. Right, and put everything in the box somehow, and then get the plate mat out so we can show it properly. We'll fast forward through this bit so you don't have to watch me tidying up awkwardly for the next 10 minutes. Alright, playmat time. So it's quite a nice tube actually. I don't know why a tube's making me so happy. It is taped though. I'm debating whether to use a knife or just try and peel it, because I'm worried about, you don't want to go too far in that gap where you cut the actual mat. This is coming off okay. It's like good tape, but it hasn't left any scuffs, luckily. It's harder to grip this bit. I got it. There's a little bit of sticky residue on there, but should be able to get that easily enough. Okay, oops, rubbish. Okay, that's a satisfying noise. I don't know if that came out, but okay. Ooh, a bit floppy. Wasn't expecting it to feel so thin. Okay. There we go. It's definitely thinner than other playmats we've had with games, but the bottom does have a sort of feels like non-stick almost, not non-stick, stick. it does stick, so it won't slide easily on a table, so that's good. I wish I could remember what the board looked like to be able to compare in my head. I'll have to do that off camera sometime. Yeah, that seems good. The text clear on there. Some of the images, I don't know if I'm imagining a bit of a fuzz around it, where it's thick, but it's probably just because my eyes are terrible. Yeah, that's good. I think I prefer to use it to the cardboard anyway. I'm hoping it's at least some of it's come up on the camera, but I will pull it just to hopefully, if it's not all in shot, you get a bit of a pan. It's mostly to make sure you know where to place things when playing the game. So always like a play mat. It's another quality of life thing. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I'll leave that there. Awkwardly. Yes, that's all right. And that's it. That's what we got in the all-in pledge. I'm gonna put my friend the clicker here. Thank you so much for watching. So hopefully we will get this to the table, show you guys a bit. I don't know if there's a tutorial scenario, but we usually do that sort of thing first. So you can see as we're learning it, although I will read the rule book first to make sure. So let us know if you've backed this as well and received it. What are your thoughts? Or did you miss out? And are you happy that you didn't get it? Or are you a bit jealous? I don't know if it's coming to retail. It probably is, but I don't know when. Yeah, let us know your thoughts in the comments. Like this video if you liked it. Hit subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we drop new videos. There may be more surprises in the future. Who knows? So be subscribed or you might not know they're coming. Follow us on socials. We're on our link trees in the description below, which will take you to Facebook, Instagram and X. You can talk to us in our socials or in the comments, like I said. I think that's about it. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, try to escape the dark. It's sinister. Bye.